this is every parent's nightmare. Your child seems to vanish in a crowd. So I want to bring in Kristen Anderson with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. We're working with them to bring these children home. Kristen, so good to see you again today. Tell me about how Teekah Lewis disappeared.
Well, Christi, it was January 23rd of 1999, and Teekah was at a crowded bowling alley with her family in Tacoma, Washington. Members of the family were taking turns watching Teekah and some other young children with them, and they were distracted for a few moments. When they turned around, she was gone. Since then, no one has seen her.
Which is just absolutely mind-boggling. So I have to ask you, I understand that tomorrow is the 10th anniversary of her disappearance. 10th anniversary, have there been any significant developments in the case during that time? And I want to direct everybody to your screen. If you're just listening, take a look, because Teekah is on your screen right now. So Kristen, go ahead and tell us about any developments that we've learned in that 10-year period.
Well, since then, there have been over 72 leads which have been generated, and we've done several age progressions on her, but unfortunately none of them have led to her recovery. We still need the public's help. We know that someone out there knows something. Teekah's family has never given up hope, and neither has law enforcement, who continue to actively work on this case.
Yeah, I know you had talked about there had been extensive searches of that area, and they were unsuccessful. So she hadn't been seen since. So tell us, about Teekah. What do we know about her?
Well, Teekah was a mama's girl. Her mother told me that no one else could pick her up except her sisters without her making all kinds of noise. That's part of what's so baffling about this case, that they were in this crowded bowling alley, and if someone did grab her, why they didn't hear something or have some kind of disturbance. She was very quiet, very lovable child. She loved playing with her sisters. Whenever she woke up, she would first go check on her sisters, and then she wanted to watch Pooh Bear. I also want to mention that although we haven't found Teekah yet, she has helped to ensure the safety of other children. In 1999, Washington State passed the Teekah Lewis Act, which requires law enforcement to become more educated and active in the search for missing and exploited children, and they created a task force for that purpose.
Okay, I just want to point out to people that we have the information on the screen. If you have any information about Teekah, 1-800-THE-LOST is the phone number you can call. www.missingkids.com is where you can go to get more information and to report any details that you might have on this particular case. So, even though it's 10 years old, we know that you have a history of being able to recover kids who have been missing for years and years and years. So what should we be watching for at this point in her case?
Well, Teekah is 12 years old now. She has brown eyes and curly black hair with some natural red highlights. If her hair is pulled back, there's a touch of gray right at her hairline. She has very noticeable dimples. She had some slight skin discoloration on her face, and she also suffered from eczema. She's probably tall for a 12-year-old with a medium build. Teekah also had asthma, so she may seek or need medical attention. There was one vehicle that was seen leaving the bowling alley near the time of Teekah's disappearance. It was a maroon, late 80s or early 90s model Pontiac Grand Am with dark tinted windows and a spoiler on the back. And of course, if someone else has Teekah, her name has likely been changed as well.
Okay, Kristen Anderson there, and I just want to point out to people too, the picture you were just looking at was an age progression photo. That's what they believe Teekah would look like now, 10 years after her disappearance, from when she was, what was it, 2 when she disappeared again, Kristen?
Right, she was about 2.5.
Okay, Kristen Anderson with NCMEC, thank you so much. We appreciate you bringing this to light for us, and hopefully, as we keep our eyes open, we can help bring Teekah home. For more information, or if you have information that might lend to this case, please contact NCMEC. Again, the number's 1-800-THE-LOST, or you can go to their website, www.missingkids.com. I have to point out here, you're a key component of this, so thank you so much for your vigilance and for studying these pictures when we show them to you and listening to these people's stories, because these are their lives. And I want you to know, NCMEC has a 96% recovery rate. So together we can help find these children and bring them home. It is possible, and thank you again so much.